forget about Monday Night Football. The Marauders were taking part in a rare game of Monday evening baseball. A beautiful night at the ballpark. The Marauders are taking on the Iron Pigs. The Marauders beat this team last time they played, but you never know what can happen from one game to the next. David McKechnie would get the start for the Marauders, and here he strikes out the first batter he faces. Now David would walk the second batter, but then he strikes out the third batter in the lineup. The cleanup hitter drills one deep to center field, but Ephraim Key with the nice catch. Wow, look at that. Now the Marauders are up to bat. The Iron Pigs pitchers were a bit off target at first, and that led to several walks. Here the bases are loaded, and Connor Magline steps up to the plate. He hits a sharp single through the gap, picking up an RBI as the runner from third comes home. 1-0, now the Marauders on top. Now Dilling, Moose up to the plate. The ball gets by the catcher, and two runners advance, so now we've got runners on second and third. Another pitch gets past the catcher, and Maddox comes home to score. The Marauders up now 2-0. We're still in the bottom of the first inning. Another wild pitch, and this time it's Connor who struts home from third base. He has sort of an awkward slide, but hey, it's okay. He gives the Marauders a 3-0 lead after one inning of play. Now let's go to the top of the second inning. David stays on the mound. He strikes out the first batter of the second inning. Deja vu. He strikes out the second batter as well. David then walks a batter, so there's a runner on first. Coach Dan wants to calm David down, have him relax just a little bit, but sometimes the nerves take over for a while. David walked another batter, putting runners on the corners with two out. What next? Well, he picks up the K on the next batter, striking out the side. Bottom of the second to now we go. The Marauders clinging to that 3-0 lead. Ephraim Key picks up the walk and takes his place at first base. J.P. Miller also draws a walk, so runners on first and second, no one out. Right now, Robbie Bolt at the plate. Guess what? More of the same. He earns the walk. So the bases are loaded with no one out. Here, Maddox gets hit with the pitch. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. He heads to first base, but you know what? He picks up an RBI as a run comes home as he trots over to first base. Now let's go to the top of the next inning. Anderson Carter at the plate. He's going to pick up the K. A couple batters later, watch the strong arm of Jackson, the catcher. He nearly throws out the runner at second. A great effort by Jackson. He's got a strong arm. Then Anderson Carter, AC. He's going to pick up yet another strikeout. The Iron Pigs would pick up a couple of runs to tighten the score. It was 5-2 at this point. Anderson gets the next batter to pop one up. A tough catch, but Paul makes the grab, getting the Marauders out of the inning, 5-2. To the bottom now of the third inning we go. Dilling leads things off with an infield single that causes problems for the Iron Pigs. He ends up safe at first, but he would be the only Marauder to reach base in the third inning, so now we go to the top of the fourth. Connor Magline now comes in to pitch, and he strikes out the first batter he faces. Here he picks up another K as well. A great team effort by the Marauders, but the Iron Pigs, man, they keep it close. They add another run in the fourth. The score is now 5-3. The bottom of the fourth now. Bolt earns a walk, so we have a runner on first base. Robbie Bolt had a solid night, a great game. Now to the top of the order, David McKechnie. He smacks one deep to left center field. Robbie Bolt's going to come around to score, and David ends up with a stand-up triple. The Marauders extend their lead to 6-3. Jackson now at the plate, and he picks up an RBI with a solid, sharp hit up the middle. That brings David home from third base. 7-3 is now our score. The Marauders on top of the Iron Pigs. Connor Magline then next. He's going to show his power going the opposite way. His hit rolls to the right field fence, allowing several runners to score. He ends up with 2 RBIs and a stand-up triple. 8-3 is now our score. So to the top of the 5th, this would be the last inning. One last chance for the Iron Pigs to claw their way back. Coach Dan brings David McKechnie back into the game to try to get the final 3 outs. And there's one strikeout. Then we have another strikeout. Great pitching all around for the Marauders. David pitched 3 innings, giving up a couple of walks, racking up 6 strikeouts, but giving up no hits, a no-hitter out of 3 innings. A great day to be a Marauder. They pick up the 8-3 win. They up their record to 8-1. They have 1 game left to play in the regular season. That's this upcoming Saturday. But a great Monday night for the Marauders.